This video is going to be Theorem 2.005, and it says that the upper and lower bases of a Saccheri quadrilateral are parallel and share a perpendicular. Proof for this is a little bit long. It's really just writing a whole lot of angles close to the end of it. But before I get started with that, we'll draw this Saccheri quadrilateral. We'll have A, B, C, and D. And recall that these are equal and these are equal. So for the proof, we'll say, given a Saccheri quadrilateral we'll say quadrilateral ABCD. We'll let E be the midpoint of AD and F be the midpoint of BC. So it was F up top here and E down here. Let's do that in a different color. This is a midpoint, so these two angles are equal, and we'll have a different midpoint right here. So not angles; those two sides are equal. So I'm going to say that triangle ABE is congruent to triangle DCE by side angle side. Then triangle BEF is congruent to triangle CEF by side side side. So BE is congruent to CE. Let's do that in pink. So BE, I'll draw it in orange. So we'll say those two are congruent to each other. Oh, that's the wrong color. Then measure of angle BFE equals measure of angle CFE, which equals 90 degrees. I should probably draw this. We don't know if that's perpendicular yet. Well, we do now. So that's 90 degrees. Note that triangle BFE is congruent to triangle CFE. Then angle BEF is congruent to angle CEF. Also, besides those, we have measure of angle AEF. Let's draw this other one that we just now said. BEF is congruent to CEF. So measure of angle AEF equals measure of angle DEF which equals 180, and that's by definition of supplementary angles. And from earlier, we didn't mark it at the time, but we did have that these were equal from a there was a congruence between those two triangles. I can't remember exactly where that was, and I forgot to write it down. So we can just start adding these angles up. So we can set everything here equal to 180. So measure of angle AEB plus measure of angle BEF plus measure of angle FEC plus measure of angle CED equals 180 degrees. But since AEB is the same thing as measure of angle CED, and BEF is the same thing as FEC, we can combine these. So 2 times measure of angle AEB plus 2 times the measure of angle BEF equals 180 degrees. So measure of angle AEB, right now it's just obvious math that I think most of you see, but I'm just going to spell it out anyways. So that's plus measure of angle BEF equals 90 degrees. And we'll just take a shortcut and say that's equal to measure of angle AEF, which is equal to measure of angle DEF. That could have been spelled out a little bit more, but I think most of you see that. So therefore, AD is parallel to BC. And they share perpendicular EF.